So my name is Molly Nelson, I'm 21 years old. I'm a dancer and a dance teacher. I've been dancing since I was 6 years old, so it's just second nature to me now. And teaching from when I was 16 years old, starting with volunteering and then finally going on to professional dance teaching. Things that are important to me in life is probably, well, definitely my friends and family, and my career. And in terms of my career, I'd probably say stability is the most important thing to me. I think because of the line of work that I'm in, obviously with dancing professionally and being a dance teacher, it's something that you really have to build up yourself, and obviously being self-employed. So sometimes when you look into the future, you can think it could go either way. Like sometimes you could not get work for ages, and then if you build up your dance school and build up your rapport, sometimes that could all go away. So yeah, I think stability is definitely something that I hold close to me and is something that I need for my future. When I'm teaching older people, so probably from the age of 16 and above, I try and present myself in a way that it's, again, I'm gaining that respect, but not so much so that they hate me. And, you know, I'm not like a teacher in school, I'm someone that I want to be related to. 1, 2, yeah, let's go from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, step, full change up, round and round, and the tap, tap, tap. Step and down, and the boom, chest bump, and down, and up, down, down. Good. I think it's really difficult to present myself online in a certain way because I have two different audiences. I have the kids that I teach at dance schools that look up to me in like a role model kind of way, but at the same time I also have my dancing friends and people that I want to show off to, if you like, and you know, be the best version of you. And then I also have my family that sometimes, you know, you don't always want to be that show-off dancer where it's like, you know, showing off your body and showing off the moves that you can do. You want to be that sensible person. So I'd say that I really try and have a mix of all three. So I'm not too show off, I'm not too much of a teacher, and I'm not too much of, you know, a family oriented person. I'm just a little bit of everything. Outside of my friends and family, I try not to think about how people see me because I know that the way that I am online and the way that I am in person is two completely different people. So I try and make sure that I forget about people that don't really matter to me. You know, it's my friends, it's my family, people that I want to hire me, that those are the only people that I really care what think about me online. With dancing and with choreography, it's definitely trial and error. I love being able to experiment different ideas, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and sometimes no matter what you're trying, you know, you can change the music, you can change the counts, you can change the movement, and it's still not the vision that you want. The way that I cope with this is I really just try and video what I've done, and then in a time when I'm relaxing, you know, maybe when I'm just at home, when I've chilled, have had the whole day, I just watch it back and I just think, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to do it, and I just start from fresh and I just try again. And I really try to not let that get the better of me, because I think that the worst thing you can do in that situation is give up and just think, I can't do it anymore. I just see it as a lesson, and I just think I'm going to come out of this an even stronger choreographer than I was before, because I've learnt to deal with that.
Hi, I'm Hamish Scott, I'm 25. I've been a professional dancer for 6 years with the Birmingham Royal Ballet. I've been dancing for most of my life. Currently I'm a road cyclist, a chess player, and I'm learning to code. I think for me at the moment, working towards a goal is really important. I like to be sort of working towards something, building up to something big, you know. So I think that journey of progression and little improvements every day is really important. It keeps me going. So I have a few social media accounts, mainly Instagram at the moment, and for a long time I've been posting a lot of sort of dance pictures and a few dance videos. For me, it was quite important to have an online presence for either future work opportunities or to sort of stay relevant within my social circles. I definitely try and portray a very sort of professional dance profile, and I try and put the best image of myself out there. There probably are small changes to how I am outside of work. It's really important to me as a performer how others perceive me. So I'm always trying to look as good as I can on social media and make sure that what people are seeing is me in my best light, really. So when I'm posting a dance picture, I want to make sure that everything's correct in the dance picture and that there's no sort of mistakes or anything. When people see pictures of me online, I want them to see everything that I've done to sort of get to that point, you know. If I post a dance picture and it's me in a big jump, I want them to see all the years of training that's gone into that. So I want to show off the hard work I've put into my art form. So we make mistakes all the time in dance. No two live performances are the same. I think when I first started professionally, small mistakes did have an effect on me. But over the years, as I've become more used to performing, I think it's really important to me not to let those little mistakes have an effect. I think people care too much about how they look online. Everyone's always judging themselves on other people's social media, and we hold ourselves to such high standards that aren't attainable in real life.
My name is Dr. Dave Hart. I'm an Associate Professor in Media and Communications at Birmingham City University. Quite a lot of the research around social media is interested in the way in which we construct identity on those platforms. So I guess to some extent, the research tells us that we all construct ourselves on social media, we all fake it, we all imagine particular audiences we're speaking to, and tailor our personalities and what we say around those imagined audiences. So I might speak about my professional background, about what my interests are, my research interests, but of course there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't talk about. So in some ways, leaving some stuff out and deciding to include other stuff is a way of faking who we are on social media. Even if the intent isn't malicious, it is a construct, it's not the real, authentic me. It's a version of me that I'd like others to appreciate. I guess an app like Instagram is probably at the forefront and one of the first apps in which we began to think about the role of influencers. So its ability to apply filters, to use short video, to build followings in a really straightforward way, connecting to other platforms, was a way in which we recognised that individuals, seemingly people perhaps previously without much influence and power, could suddenly become very influential. And I say that Instagram was one of the first platforms at which we saw the rise of the influencer, seemingly ordinary individuals who could accrue mass followings and thereby have a degree of power over organisations, over brands. And what we saw following that, of course, was brands plugging into the idea of the influencer as a way to connect to audiences, as opposed to traditional marketing routes to audiences. The influencer became the all-powerful. And that's really something we saw with the advent of Instagram. I think one of the big debates is about the role of social media and body image. And I think it's been a major concern about how the ability to use platforms, particularly platforms like Instagram, which has filters that can make us look a bit thinner or however we want to look. There's an interesting new platform called Lensa, which has got a lot of attention about its ability to fake how we look and make us look like something else. And I think that's quite rightly attracted a lot of interest around what that does about people's sense of themselves, what it does for people's mental health and well-being. With social media, we've gone from a space in which it's relatively unregulated, it's been a bit like the Wild West, to what hopefully will happen is a more careful regulation, so bring it into line with the way in which image and self are portrayed in other media.